512 is sponsored by Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers. This might be shocking to hear, but we're in what some professionals call the 100 deadliest days of summer. Attorney Michael Cupero and Public Communications Director Linda McMillan with Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers are here to explain the term. So Linda, what exactly are the 100 deadliest days of summer, and why should families pay attention?
Yeah, so the 100 deadliest days of summer start on Memorial Weekend and go through Labor Day up until September. And those 100 days are the busiest days where teens are on the road. They're getting to and from hanging out with their friends. They've got a lot of free time in the summer, and accidents tend to happen more during those times. There's a lot of kids in the state of Texas, and because of what we see at Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers, it's our duty to make sure that our Texans are protected even before they even need someone like a personal injury attorney.
Texas apparently consistently ranks among the states with the highest number of teen driving fatalities. Why is this issue especially important?
Texas has a large population and long roads, and there are lots of teen drivers that get their licenses and then practice driving for the first time in the summer. And so every conversation that we have about distracted driving, especially now during the 100 deadliest days of summer, is important. Statistically, we're trying to get those numbers down as low as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers handles crash cases every day. Linda, why has the firm chosen to focus on prevention efforts like what we're talking about today?
Yeah, it's what we're called to do, being a PI law firm. We don't want people to have to come and see us. And so if we can get out in front of it and provide protection and prevention, that's what we're trying to do. And so we're just trying to bring awareness around what the 100 deadliest days are so that families don't have to find themselves having to work with a PI law firm or in a worst case scenario where their children are hurt. So we have a summer safety agreement that we made for parents that can print it off and sit down with their kids and go over it and have some form of a baseline of here's the expectations that we have for you.
All right, Michael, talk to us about some of the biggest dangers facing teen drivers during the summer months.
Teen drivers are routinely using their cell phones, listening to music while they're driving. Oftentimes they're speeding when they get distracted. We want to try to eradicate as many of those distractions as possible, and that's why these conversations are so important to have.
And let's talk about distracted driving. Why does it continue to be such a concern?
It continues to happen because we're not addressing it. Mm-hmm. We don't have the conversations to keep it from happening.
Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Learn more at danielstark.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers. The 36th annual Austin Chronicle Hot Sauce Festival is almost here. Sarah K. Wolf is here to tell us more about the event, and she's brought along one of the vendors, Amy Patel of Tasty Amy's, for a sneak peek. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Sarah, 36th annual. Here we go. Another year. Tell me
back,
about
baby.
it. Yeah.
So this is one of the hottest events in town. As you know, the Austin Chronicles Hot Sauce Festival brings the heat. We're at Radio East this year, a brand new venue for us. We're going to have 30 commercial bottlers set up, including Tasty Amy's, and people can try all sorts of different hot sauces, from your mild green sauces to your super hots. Check out Carolina Reapers, Ghost Peppers, all sorts of sauces, and vote for their favorites. Plus, we have live music and food trucks and really fun vendors to check out, so it's fun for the whole family.
Why the change to the venue this year?
You know, we just thought we'd mix it up, and Radio East, we're able to bring in a few more vendors, so we actually have 30 commercial bottlers. So there's something for everyone. So I always tell people, even if you're not into super hot sauces, that's okay. We have flavorful sauces, and it's for foodies, right? And I know it's a hot time of year, but it's kind of a rite of passage. If you're in Austin, you got to go to the Hot Sauce Festival.
If you haven't done it before, get ready to sweat. You're going to be out there sweating anyway. Yeah. And this helps cool your body down, having that extra sweat happen.
Exactly. They say hot peppers are good for you in the summer, and you know, it's pepper season and all of those reasons, and it just is what it is, y'all. It's in August, and it's so much fun, and it's like a sense of camaraderie out there when you're trying sauces. And I will say this, even if you don't try a lot, the people watching is incredible, because you'll see a lot of guys come to tears with some of these sauces.
You got to get out there. You got to be brave. You got to be bold, brash.
and maybe you cry a little bit. That's okay. That's part of the Hot Sauce Fest.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you have other things going on as well. So can you touch on live music for me for a second?
Yes, we have a whole bunch of great bands playing, including Lauren Lakis, Libby and the Loveless, the Latin Dukes, and so we have live music on the stage there that you can check out. We'll have different vendors. Of course, we have some incredible food trucks out there at Radio East. Sun Garden Shaved Ice is out there. I always get a snow cone to help cool me down.
Good idea.
And so it's really fun. There's a lot of activities for people out there as well.
Okay, Amy, so you're going to be one of the bottlers who's going to be present at the event. First of all, how excited are you?
Oh, I'm super excited. This is the first time we're getting a booth, so we're excited about being able to show our products and have it ready for people to buy. Not only taste it, but also to be able to buy it from us.
Buy it right there. Okay, talk to me about what it is you offer, because it's not just hot sauce. You've got a couple of things.
Yes, so we do have the sauces, as in the salsas. So we have mild, medium, hot, extra hot, 4 different
And while
levels.
you're talking, I am going to have medium, y'all. I'm going to have medium. She poured extra hot for me, but I don't trust myself. So
And then we have the tikka sauces. So even with those, I have like a mild tikka, I have a little bit of spice, and vegan, which we haven't found too many on the shelf. So it's something for people who are vegan who can finally taste some tikka.
sounds good to me.
And then I also have the protein cookies.
yeah, these are amazing. They smell so good. They smell like chai.
Uh-huh. So I do have the vanilla chai flavor, which is going to have the ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, and vanilla. And then I have the melt away cookies, which are just the cardamom flavor. But they're both super healthy because I use chickpea flour and clarified butter.
And that's what creates the melt
Melt
away
away.
effect. I have to
Yes.
say, guys, I just tried that medium salsa. Great flavor, by the way, and it does have a little kick. So I'm thinking that when we go to extra hot, it's gonna have a big kick to
Big
it.
kick to
yeah.
it, right,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Why did you want to do hot sauce? Why was this a thing for you?
So actually, it was my husband's salsa that got me started. We always loved entertaining, so he used to make his salsa, and everybody was like, "You need to sell this stuff. It is gold." So that was my dream, to sell his salsa and enter him in a contest, which luckily I was able to enter last year in the individual category, and we won 3rd place.
Oh, congratulations!
I know, I was
and
like-
shout out to Mike this morning. He was here helping set up. So he is the man with a plan, but behind the camera.
Yes, yes. He's the one who got my dream, to start, and it was then adding tikka sauce and the protein cookies started everything, and it's been an amazing, really fulfilling journey for us.
Oh, I'm happy to
Yes,
hear that.
yes.
So when people stop by at your booth, can they ask questions to you, that sort of thing, and they
Yes.
can buy right there?
Yes, they can. Any questions about our products, they are going to be able to try it out. We'll give them ideas how they can use our salsa, not just for chips and salsa, but we have people who make chili with it. They do rice with it. The tikka, you can make pasta, pizza, enchiladas. It's pretty versatile sauce. So we'll be able to help people even come up with meals.
So you have some of your other products that are going to be there as well, is that correct?
Yes. so
Okay.
we will have the tikka sauce there as well as the salsas.
Okay, it sounds amazing and it smells really good in here, everybody. Okay, and Sarah, we're going to come back to you. Is there anything else that we need to know about the event? It benefits the Central Texas Food Bank.
Yes, tickets are on sale now at austinchronicle.com. We want people to get tickets early because sometimes it does sell out, and it supports the Central Texas Food Bank. They'll be there on site so you can learn how to get involved with them. We just want people to come out and see us and support us and
Dress
try this
cool.
hot sauce. And people get their start at the Hot Sauce Fest. This launches companies, so it's really incredible to see the journey. It's a lot of fun.
Well, and I'm excited for you, Amy. This
thank
is so
you,
exciting.
Rosie.
Tasty Amy's. All right, guys,
Yeah.
we'll leave it there. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
All right, learn more at austinchronicle.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Big Bully Turf.
Hey, are you tired of watering your lawn? Artificial turf, hardscapes, putting greens, and pet turf are all offerings of Big Bully Turf. Owner Carla Arzubiaga is here to tell us more. Carla, for viewers who may be new to Big Bully Turf, talk to me about what makes your company different from other turf
Well,
companies.
I started this company out of my need for turf for my home, for my dog. And I wasn't finding what I wanted. It wasn't beautiful, it wasn't lush, and it didn't stay cool, and it didn't drain. And sometimes the customer experience was not that great. So I decided I can do this better. And I started my own company. I developed my own turf, which I did a full drainage. That means it's a weave back. And I made it pink because I love pink. But really, compared to what you find out there in the big box stores, everything within a 1 square foot typically just has 6 punch holes, and the water has to figure out how to get out. And it can't. On this one, it drains all the way through. So your doggy does its business, it goes all the way through. You spill mustard ketchup, you rinse it right off. Another thing is the white backing keeps it so much more cooler than the other turf that you find out there. I wanted something that when you get out of the pool in this hot Austin climate, you're going to be able to have cool feet and your kids' feet as well.
There are a lot of turf products out there. Is there anything else that you want to mention that makes Big Bully different?
Well, besides the actual turf and the design of the turf, and I'm trying to keep it simple, it's really also about the fact that it has its own antimicrobials that help again with that pet smell. And the idea is also that I made it a 2-inch pile height. That means the needle, the glass blade, it's 2 inches. Most things out there are only about 1 inch. I was trying to remember when I was a kid playing on the lawns, then this is what you want. This is what you want your feet to feel like. And I wanted to make sure my dog Waffles, who's our mascot, had comfy feet.
I will say Waffles is very cute.
Yes, so she was the inspiration for all this. So that's how this all began.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Why are so many homeowners, especially here in Austin, starting to make the switch to turf?
Oh, because we were just talking about it. The heat, right? And plus, it's easier to go out and do a lot of activities. I've noticed that Austin, people are out there all the time having fun. They're either going out, biking or listening to music. So they don't want to be at home mowing their lawns. But they do want to be at home entertaining their families, right? Having the kids play, the grandkids play.
For viewers that are watching at home and wondering how to get in touch with you, let's talk about how to get started.
It's really easy. You just go to bigbullyturf.com, the name of our company. And on there, you'll be able to find information particularly about the Austin market, how we use the turf there. You'll be able to find things about our antimicrobials.
Inspired by Waffles, but giving
Yes.
back to the Austin community.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you so much, Carla.
Thank you.
Learn more at bigbullyturf.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Big Bully Turf. Welcome back, everybody. Gambler Days is coming up, so get ready for top-notch bull riding, standout musical performances, and interactive experiences. It's technically called PBR Gambler Days, back at Moody Center this weekend. Joining us now to tell us about it is JJ Gotch. JJ, we're happy to have you. Tell us about the Austin Gamblers, first of all, and what sets them apart.
So we are part of the PBR team series, so we're one of 10 teams that competes around the country. All 10 teams go to 12 regular season events throughout the country. Gambler Days, PBR Gambler Days, is our one home event of the year. And so it's here at the Moody Center, as you talked about, this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. And in addition to the 50 best bull riders in the world on some of the most athletic bulls in the world, we obviously put an Austin touch on it. We've got great music lineup this year. We've got Dustin Lynch, we've got Nelly, we've got Tejano Queen Forever, Selena tribute artist. So a little bit of something for everybody. We've got a great fan fest, really family friendly. Tickets are affordable, start at $34. But it's just a great celebration of Western culture, Western sports, and really everything that makes Austin, Austin.
Yeah, this is professional bull riding we're talking about. What does it take to become a professional bull rider? How hard do you have to be? You have to be pretty intense.
Yeah, so these guys they're true athletes. They really are. Most of our bull riders are about 5'5" to 5'7". They weigh about 140 to 155 pounds. And they're getting on the back of a bull that traditionally weighs between 1,600 and 2,000 pounds. Wow. Some of the most athletic animals you'll ever see. But for these guys, obviously to have the strength and composure and focus and really bravery and courage. And a lot of these guys, it's not a matter of if they're going to hurt, but it's when they're going to get hurt and how bad. But their ability to fight through injuries and everything else. And in addition to being great bull riders, they're just great human beings. And we're just really proud that they get to wear the Gamblers jersey and represent not only the Gamblers, but the city of Austin. And really, this is their homecoming. They're one time each year that they get to compete in front of their home fans. And so they're excited, we're excited, and really the whole world of PBR and professional bull riding is here in Austin this weekend at the Moody Center.
Fun. Yeah. So if somebody's never seen a professional bull riding event before, what are they in for?
So if for a lot of folks that are in Texas, you may have been to a rodeo, and so you've been to the different, either Rodeo Austin or the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. What PBR is and what we've done is we took the best part of the rodeo, which is bull riding. They typically save it for the last event, but that's all we do. And it's a 2 to 2.5 hour show, and we take that incredible bull riding, we have great music, fireworks, pyros, smoke, and it's just a great experience. And it's 8 seconds, 8 seconds,
That's
8
it?
seconds. And so that's how long that these riders try to stay on these bulls, and there's typically 50 rides a night. And so it's just really exciting, and inside the Moody Center, as we know it's going to be very hot this weekend outside, but inside the Moody Center we've been told 72 degrees, very comfortable to be able to see this great bull riding and great music.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. And they make such good country music about all of this, waiting for the bull to go, waiting in the right before they let the fence go and go out there
Right
for their
before the
8
chute
seconds
opens.
of fame.
Yep, 8 seconds of fame. And Taylor Sheridan, what he's done with Yellowstone and Marshalls and 1883 and all the different spinoffs. And really what happened with COVID, right, is I think people really got there was a new romance with the West and really reconnecting with their rural roots. And so really it's been great to be able to kind of be the gateway for folks that, because a lot of folks in Austin aren't from Austin or maybe not from Texas. And so, but they've been looking for a reason to buy a cowboy hat or get boots or how do I get involved in this Western community? And so for us to be able to bring PBR and professional bull riders in this event, right here to downtown Austin, the Moody Center. It's just a really fun weekend.
That sounds like fun. Okay, Fan Fest, you touched on it, but let's hear a little bit more.
Yeah, so typically for about an hour to an hour and a half before each bull riding performance, right outside the Moody Center in the Dell Plaza there, we've got a great Fan Fest with food, music, great drink specials. We're going to have Dustin Lynch performing tomorrow night, Friday night before bull riding. We've got All My Groovy Friends. We've got a great DJ named Vavo. And then we've got Tejano Queen Forever as well. Again, a Selena tribute artist. And then after the bull riding on Friday, we've got Dustin Lynch coming back, and he's doing a DJ set on the dirt. And then we've got, a lot of people don't know this, he's from St. Louis, but he was born in Austin. Nelly is coming back to where he was born, and he's going to perform.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun fact for you today. So Nelly's going to be performing.
Because I'm from Missouri. I thought we could claim him.
Well, we both can now. We both can, right? So
Good.
so Nelly will be performing on the dirt after Saturday night's bull riding.
Sounds like fun. Okay, college night. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so obviously we're here in Austin, and Moody Center's on the University of Texas campus. And so everybody's moving back in for school, and so there's 50,000 plus students. We've got a really good relationship with the university, and so we typically involve them. And each year we get to celebrate a lot of the national championship teams. And so this year we get to celebrate softball, we get to celebrate women's rowing, we get to celebrate men's swimming and diving. So we bring out those national champions each year and bring them out and get to celebrate the University of Texas, their athletic program with the whole world of professional bull riding.
Bringing it all together. Tell me about the American Warrior Award.
So we've got a lot of great things that we do in terms of reaching back out and really honoring those that have served. And so we've got a lot of different honors on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday, to where we're going and honoring those that have served and sacrificed for our country. And so we're doing that on Friday night. We're going to have the Horse Soldier Be Cowboy Award, where we're going to be honoring the brave police officers from the Buford shooting, Saturday night as well. And then on Sunday, our own Admiral Bobby Inman is going to be the American Warrior Award, and we're going to do a different presentation along with him in the Central Texas Public Safety Commission, where we're actually going to be gifting a brand new Can-Am Defender, an ATV, to the Austin Travis County EMS. And so we're really excited to be able to give back to the first responders here in our home city with the police and fire and EMS, and to be able to celebrate all those folks that do so much for us on a daily basis.
We're out of time, but it sounds like an amazing thing. So patriotic, what we're up to this weekend. We appreciate your time today, JJ. Thank you.
Rosie, thank you so much.
All right, for more information on all of the Gambler Days festivities, visit austingamblers.com.
He's one of the internet's favorite stuntmen, and now he's taken his flips and adventure spirit from TikTok to the official American Ninja Warrior course. Check this out. Joining us now from American Ninja Warrior is Aiden Hawley. Aiden, we're so pumped to have you here in the studio. How are things?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I'm excited to have this conversation.
Yeah,
Let's
of
do it.
course. Okay, so we'll get to American Ninja Warrior in a second, but people probably really know you from your social media fame in a sense, right? You have millions of followers across all your platforms. Did you ever foresee social media, full-time content creation, maybe the fame that comes along with it in your future?
No.
Yeah.
At the time, I just graduated high school. I didn't really. I started as a joke.
Yeah.
With my buddies, and we just started making videos, and it really just took off like right as I graduated high school. And about a month after I graduated, I'd hit 1 million followers out of nowhere.
Wow.
After doing it for maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
So it blew up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I started getting sponsorships and all this, and it was.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy kind of post-high school, right, journey, I guess, if you will. But what's interesting is that, you know, your kind of shtick online is that you do these like flips or these crazy stunts that are very unexpected. What about that interested you? Because was that something you had done prior to really putting it online, or was this something that you were like, I'm just going to try it and I'm going to take the world along with me?
Yeah, honestly, it was kind of random. I never really flipped as a kid. I would go to like trampoline parks and stuff, but I always enjoyed like cliff jumping. Like, you know, you go to the lake with your buddies, you go out, you jump off the cliffs, whatever. I was the only one doing flips, and I didn't realize like, oh, this is something that's I enjoy and it's pretty fun. So I had this roof in my parents' backyard, and like the first video that like took off for me was jumping off the roof and doing a flip. And then so whenever I did that, I was like, oh, I got to stick with flips. Now that it works, I know it works.
Yeah, so you found your thing and you just ran with it.
Exactly.
I think that's interesting. I think what's really compelling about you is that you just go for things. And I think that's most true in your appearance on American Ninja Warrior, because you shared that you had only trained, really prepped for the show for about a month going on, which I think is insane. And I'm like, kudos to you for trying. But what motivated you to just go for it?
I was doing a competition for Red Bull in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I had a producer reach out to me and he's like, hey, you'd be perfect for this. I'm all up for new challenges.
Yeah.
And so when I got the email for American Ninja Warrior, I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta try it. I mean, I'm always down to try new things and have a little fun with it. So that was that.
One thing I thought was interesting was as you were kind of going across the course, the announcers are giving their commentary the entire time, and one of them specifically said like it was interesting seeing someone like you do it because you're quite tall compared to a lot of people that will compete on the show. Did you see that as a disadvantage going in, and was that something that really you thought about?
Whenever I was training for the show, I trained for 7 days in 1 month.
Yeah.
The guy there, he was like, you're a little tall to be on American Ninja Warrior. I'm surprised you're going. When he said that, I just, I was like, whatever, I'm a little tall. I don't think it'll affect me. When I was actually doing the course, I don't think it affected me that much, but after seeing everyone blow through the course, I mean, they do this for like a living.
Sure.
I could kind of see how it would be a little disadvantage, but I can't really blame it on that, honestly.
Yeah, well, you still did well. You got about halfway through the course. You fell kind of in like the cube area is what we'll call it, for lack of better phrasing. Where do you think things went wrong for you? Because you did fall in that area.
So on the cube, I guess I was just so focused on all the other obstacles, and I was like, this is like second to the last obstacle. Let's just get through it. Whenever I went up, I grabbed with both my hands and I reached with my right hand. How you're supposed to do the obstacle course is you reach with your left hand, then reach your right hand. And so on the cubes, it's really hard to tell, but where there's blue, you have no grip. There's no grip on the blue, like barely anything.
Yeah.
And so I just did the obstacle wrong.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. But I like that we can recognize where we went wrong, because that means we can improve in the future, which I think is really cool. Did anything about this show, or maybe the way it works, surprise you?
The one thing that surprised me was it's filmed at 5 in the morning.
Oh my, what?
Well, it's from like 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Sure, okay.
I ran at 3:30 in the morning, and I was not ready for that. The first time I ran, when I fell in the cubes, you could see it in my face. I'm so tired. Like,
oh my gosh.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah. So was this like you stayed up overnight, or you woke up prior to 3:30 to do it?
I got there at 5 p.m. to prep, because they run through the course and everything, give you the rules, and from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I was up.
That is insane. I guess that makes sense, because it is dark almost every episode, but still 3:30 in the morning is quite a feat there. Would you do the show again? Would you try again?
I would love to. I've already applied for season 19.
Okay.
So hopefully you'll see me on there next year.
Yeah, very cool. You are from the Austin area, which is nice to have some Austin representation on this show. What does the city mean to you? You were telling me before this you're born and raised here.
Yep, born and raised here. I mean, this is home.
Yeah.
It means home, so it's really cool that I get to go on the show and represent that. So
yeah, I love that component of it. And Also, you know, we talked about your social media career a little bit. It's becoming such a big thing now, right? Like it's kind of the norm, if you will, and we're seeing a lot of young people go into content creation, full-time influencing. But I know there's a lot of people who are maybe a little hesitant to jump into that, right? There's a lot of hurdles to jump through when it comes to that, maybe mental barriers. What advice would you have for those out there that are maybe hoping to start something kind of like you've done, but are maybe in their own way right now?
Yeah, so I would say don't think about it as much. Kind of like live like a kid, have a kid brain turned on. So if you're getting bad comments or other things, shrug them off. They're not going to last forever. I mean, especially in the beginning, it's really tough because they're like, why are you doing this? You're just doing it for whatever. But have that kid brain and just have fun with it, genuinely.
I think that's really sound, because one of the best pieces of advice I was ever given was like, there's nothing wrong with seeing the world with like childlike wonder. And I think that's like really important. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so obviously you're big on social. You've now competed on American Ninja Warrior. What's next for you? What's still in the cards? What do you want to do?
The biggest thing is keep creating content, having fun with it. I mean, keep finding new tricks to do, meeting new people, traveling more, and hopefully going on American Ninja Warrior.
I love that. Hopefully we see you again. Well, Aiden, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course,
we appreciate
thank you so much for having me.
You can keep up with Aiden by following him on all platforms at Aiden Hawley, and continue to watch new episodes of American Ninja Warrior Mondays on NBC and Peacock.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Ally Medical ER. Many people think of dogs as great companions, but owning them can also have real health benefits. Dr. Jessica Best of Ally Medical ER has some surprising medical facts about being a pet parent. I love this. How does owning a dog, Dr. Best, support overall health?
Okay, well, I own a dog. Do you own a dog?
I don't. I'm thinking I need to
You
now.
might need to now. All right, well, it gives you that special companionship, so you're not so lonely. You know, many people have them for their emotional support as well. It also keeps you active. It gets you out of the house, socializing with other people, walking. These are all great benefits of having a pet.
What's the heart connection here? There's something to do with heart health
Yeah.
that can actually benefit you from owning a pet.
That's true. Well, if you know, also this lower stress you may have when having a dog helps calm you down. Keeping that stress level low can help with heart health, in addition to, you know, the walking can help lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol. All these things can help you, you know, help longevity.
And then you can be happy because you've
That's
got
right. That's
to
right.
help keep you company, and probably the like emotional tie of that helps release some stress as well.
That's right.
Beyond the physical benefits, how can dogs impact our mental and emotional health?
That's right. So the dog can get you up and out of the house, right? So getting you out of the house, you may see people. Walking may help you feel better. You know, going to the dog park and to see other dogs, talk with other humans as well. Just getting you off the couch, getting you out, in addition to just the healthier lifestyle.
Are there health benefits for kids who grow up with dogs?
So, you know, kids should have some responsibility, taking care of that dog, taking them on a walk, you know, picking up after them, getting them hopefully off the TV, off the screen, playing with the dog are all great things for kids.
And we know Ally Medical ER is partnering with Austin Pets Alive this August for a pet supply drive. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we love partnering with Austin Pets Alive. We love helping out, you know, with all of their animals. So if you have time and if you can come by and bring us some goods for the pets, we are collecting food, treats, towels, blankets, cleaning supplies that you may have and could donate to the pets for Austin Pets Alive.
It's really wonderful that you're doing this, and the community can get involved, right? They can bring things down.
Bring it in during the month of August. We'll be collecting it for Austin Pets Alive.
Sounds good to me. Dr. Best, thank you.
Thank you.
Ally Medical ER has 8 locations across the greater Austin area. Use online check-in at allymedical.com for added convenience. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Ally Medical ER. It's a mesmerizing story unpacking the layered relationship of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings in this new stage show,
Sally and Tom, and it's having its regional premiere right here in Austin at the Zach Theater. Joining us now from the show are Angelique Archer and Martavius Parrish. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both here. Angelique, we're starting with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Sally and Tom and what audiences can expect from a show like this.
Ooh, audiences can expect the unexpected. This is a show about an off Broadway company called Good Company. It is a play within a play.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
Okay.
so it is a company called Good Company putting on a production of The Pursuit of Happiness about Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson. So it is both about the historical and about our present time and the world that we are making.
So it does have, you know, historical throwbacks to the like layered relationship that actually occurred, right?
Absolutely.
And then it's kind of this play within a play
Yes,
to get that point across.
Well, it's also, history doesn't just live in the past. So it is about, yes, Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson and James Hemings and all of these people in the past, but it is also about the world that we are making. I think just setting the play in the past allows us to think about these things in terms of history. This play asks, what are we doing now? What world are we creating? And I think the play within a play really allows those questions to be asked.
You speak so intelligently about this subject. It's amazing. Okay, Martavius, let's talk about what it feels like to be a part of a show's regional premiere. This is kind of a big deal.
It's an amazing deal, and one of the things that was really special is Susan Laurie Parks has a long-time relationship with Dave Stakely, who is the director of the show, and so she was actually involved in the process after completing it in New York City at the Public. And so she actually was able to come in and has been revamping the script with us live, and this is the version that will be published officially. Wow. So having that piece of the component of being the regional premiere has also been amazing.
That's exciting. Angelique, do you want to tap into that at all?
No, I think Martavius really covered it, honestly.
You got the whole thing. Yeah. All the excitement kind of encapsulated in one. So, Angelique, let's talk about what the audience reception has been like so far.
Oh, it has been wonderful. This play, despite it being about Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson, honestly has a lot of humor too. So the audience has really laughed. They've cried with us. One of my favorite things that have happened, there's a moment in the show where my character gives the Black Power fist, and a Black audience member did it alongside me.
Wow.
And it was wonderful and so moving, and that sort of reaction that people feel like they are the characters. I think people feel really connected and invested in the story, which is, I think, the point.
That's the whole thing that you can ask for, right? Is that for people really, come in and plug in with your material in a really big way. Okay, Martavius, tell us about your roles, because as people have probably seen on the screen, there's a slash for both of you. So you play 2 roles apiece. Talk to me about that.
Absolutely. So every character in the show actually plays multiple people.
Oh, okay.
And so we play both the people who are putting on the show. So in that case, my character is Devin. He's a new company member to Good Company. And the other character is the character that is actually in the play. So I play Nathan, who is the husband to Mary Hemings, who is Sally's sister.
Gotcha. Okay. And then how do you feel about prepping for those roles? Do they feel like very different people?
Yeah, I mean, there are aspects, through lines through kind of myself and Devin and Nathan that feel consistent, but they are different beasts, and they're living in different times and concepts, and so diving into kind of what the realities of each of those characters are and who they might have been kind of starts to differentiate some of that itself.
Well, because you're going in the past and in the past,
Yes.
and so you're really having to invent multiple sides of yourself, really.
Exactly.
Oh, that's-
Exactly, and asking yourself, who would I have been in this context?
Yeah, interesting stuff. Angelique, will you tell me about your characters?
Absolutely. I play Luce, who is the playwright of Good Company. She's the person who wrote The Pursuit of Happiness. And I also play Sally Hemings. And what I love about the duality of all of the characters, that Susan Laurie Parks, the playwright, was so intentional about all of these characters being mirrors of each other. So as we see as we go through the play, we start to wonder exactly those questions. How are these characters alike? How are they different? What choices are they making? What choices in our history continue repeating themselves again and again as Luce is in a long-term relationship with Mike, who plays Thomas Jefferson. So it is those different levels in the play. And there are so many layers that I think we are still uncovering as we work on the show.
So complex.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's one of those things, I'm just going to have to see it, aren't I?
Yes, please do.
Okay. All right, that makes sense to me. I want to ask, what has been your favorite part so far about this experience? It might not necessarily be a scene you're in or, you know, something that you are necessarily on stage for, but I'd like to hear, Angelique, from you. You know, what has your favorite part been so far?
That is a great question. And I'm going to cheat and give you two answers.
That's fine.
One is the people. I think in a very meta-theatrical way, the Zach Theater Company that we have created and found is a good company of people. It is
a good company.
A great company of people. And we've all like rallied together to put on this show, and we love spending time together. It is just really wonderful, the people that make the work so good. And then on top of that, I think it is the story and the message. I think that this is a story that will resonate with me for a really long time. This is a story that I will continue thinking about as I think about what world I want to create and what world I want to be a part of building. I think this play is really allowing me to ask questions of myself in the same way that I ask questions of the audience.
And Martavius, real quickly before we let you go, can you reflect on it as well?
Of course, a lot of what Angelique said was true. The only thing I will add as well is getting to work with Suzan-Lori Parks, a Pulitzer Prize winning author and playwright, and seeing the relationship up close and personal through her own words, through her own understanding of the piece has been really incredible.
Well, you guys have done incredible work. Congratulations on everything you've achieved so far. Continue to break a leg because I know the show continues to run. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, for more information on the production of Sally and Tom and to get your tickets, visit zachtheater.org. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers, Big Bully Turf, and Ally Medical ER.